these are the answers for 2.7 Infrared Spectroscopy Fact File. So, first question, which one of the following occurs when a molecule absorbs infrared radiation? We're looking for something about vibration, and that is D. The other answers there talk about bonds being excited, bending, and then breaking and rotating. So the answer is D. Part 2, we're given 3 infrared spectra. We have ethanol, ethanoic acid, and ethyl ethanoate. Not necessarily in that order. We're told OH bonds, broad, deep absorptions between 2.5 and 3,600. And the C to O bonds are deep, and that should say sharp. There's some typos in these CA things. Between 1650 and 1800. So what we're looking for here is something to tell us there's an OH in the ethanol. The ethanoic acid looks like this. And sometimes it helps to draw it out so you can see what's going on when you're trying to identify things from the spectra. So we can see that the ethanoic acid would have an OH, and so would the ethanol, and that means that C or A could be one of those. But we're looking for, with the ethanoic acid, we also have the C to O, which comes in here, so that makes A the ethanoic acid. And C the ethanol, which means by default B has to be the ethyl ethanoate. And we can see the sort of the sharp peak there from the carbon to oxygen bond. Okay, so next we have which of the following molecules produces the infrared spectrum shown below. And we're told we have alcohols here between 3,200 and 3,700. The carbon-hydrogen bonds in this area, carboxylic acids between 2.5 and 3,200, and then the carbon double bond oxygen between 1680 and 1780. So if we just zoom this a little bit, the first thing of note really is this broad peak here, and of course that corresponds to the OH in an alcohol. So I'm looking to see, is there anything then which has no alcohol in it? So A is just this weird thing, C double bond O with an H, which is not something we've even come across. B has the alcohol group. C has carboxylic acid, and remember that the peak would be at a different place if it was carboxylic acid, so it's not it. We also have D, which has the alcohol group in it, so it must be either B or D. And then when we look at the difference here, B just has the OH group in it, and D has this C with a double bond to the oxygen. So if it's D, we'll see this a strong sharp peak between 1680 and 1700, and there it is. So the compound we're looking for here, the answer is D.